All right, so here's the tools that you're going to need to install the StartX remote starter. A pry tool, 7mm to get the OBD2, a little screwdriver just to help with the connectors, a 10mm bolt, 10mm ratchet, and a Phillips screwdriver to get the lower dash panel off, and a pair of side cutters just to cut off the tie straps. Hey guys, just going to shoot a video here on how to install the remote start. It is a StartX for Silverado and Sierra 07 to 13, and I have a 13 Z71 Silverado, and it doesn't have remote start. It's got leather interior, but for some reason it doesn't have the remote. So this was $200 versus $400 or $500 from the dealer. So I'll just quickly open up the kit. I opened it up in the house here. It's got the little module. It also has the harness, and I will show how to plug that in. The only real thing you have to really do, I don't know, is the OBD2 port. It jumps in line. So we'll see how that all goes. It looks like it's got a hood pin if your car is not so equipped, but mine does. So first step in this process is to pull the tilt switch off, which apparently is harder than you think. So I'm going to pull that off and pull the bottom of my steering column off. So I just pulled off the tilt column. It's actually kind of hard to pull out. I had to use my pry tool here to get it out. To take off the bottom shroud, there was a 10mm bolt up here I had to undo, and then two Phillips screw heads that are in the bottom, and then on the OBD there's a 7mm nut holding that on. So so far the hardest part about this was taking this piece out. So I'm going to pull the bottom of the shroud off right now. Okay, so I have the harness out. Here are the two T's that would be going up to the immobilizer for the key, and then for the other remote start, or the start. It comes down and there's a red and a blue connector here. There's also a red and blue on the back of the box. So I am going to plug it into the box. The OBD2 is down here, so I'm going to kind of rough this part in, have my two T connectors coming up the bottom of the column. So I'm just going to fish these up through here. I'll just do it and then I'll come right back. Okay, this connector goes into the immobilizer. There is a little button here to push, and then it slides out quite easily. So I don't know if that's focusing or not. The other connector has got a red security pin that you have to pull out, and when you pull it out, that gives you access to push that little pin to release it. So now I just have to plug these things in. I'm going to leave that security piece on that one that plugs into here. I'll just do it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. Okay. It all seems to be plugged in now. I'll just mount the OBD2 port. We do have a red light on the module. Don't know if you guys can see that or not. So let's see what it goes through for programming. Okay, I just turned the key on for 3 seconds. Turn the key off. And now it says that it should be programmed. So I'm going to shut the doors, lock it, and see if it works. Well, that didn't work. One, two, three. Well, that looks like it works. The key is here. You put the key in the ignition, and it should be running on its own. Brake turns it off. Well, that was easy. It took all of about 15 minutes. I'm just gonna button this up. The trailer brake service came on because I have it unplugged still, but it all seems to work, so that's cool. I'll button it up and I'll go through it again. So I just zip tied the brain to the footwell heat adjuster, heat vent. OBD2 I just left hanging up here. Bolted the new one in. Just kind of tidied up the wires. These here will be held up with the bottom of the steering column tray. So I'll just put that on and then put this bottom piece on, and then we'll be in biz. Just so going through the remote door lock, you hit this button and it scrolls you through. I got door lock, press to change. I changed it to lights only. You can horn only, horn and lights, no change. So I'm gonna have lights on only. So when I go to do the remote start, it only has the lights on instead of honking 3 times. So lock once. Then you hit it twice and it shuts off.